Donald Trump's health is crashing on him at the worst time. He is rapidly deteriorating before our eyes, right before the State of the Union, which many senators and members of the House of Representatives are boycotting anyway and watching it here on the MeidasTouch network, where we're hosting the People's State of the Union. Now, Donald Trump yesterday again started talking about how he's not sure if he will make it. He says a lot of people are coming after him and he's just not sure he's going to be able to survive. Now, we've heard Donald Trump repeat this over and over again, and he keeps on saying it even more frequently recently. I hope I go to heaven. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I doubt I will get into heaven. I don't know what's going to happen to me. Heck, even MAGA Republican Congresswoman Nancy Mace had to say, please pray for President Trump, she wrote, because during this bizarro speech he gave yesterday in front of angel families, he's like, I'm just not sure I'm going to be able to do it. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make it. Watch him. Listen to what he says. Here, play this clip.
I don't know how long I'll be around. Got a lot of people gunning for me, don't I? Huh? But I will not forget them. I'm never going to forget them.
And he was just wandering throughout this speech. He couldn't even walk straight. And again, he repeatedly continues to talk about how he's not sure if he's going to make it. I mean, let me just show you that this is a theme of his speeches. On Friday, when he was speaking in Rome, Georgia, he said, I don't think I'm going to make it to heaven. This is what he said on Friday. Here, play this clip right here.
I said, I don't think I'm going to make it to heaven. In front of a massive group of people, 56,000 people. And they were all saying, oh, what does he mean? I don't think I'm going to make it to heaven. I'm doing a great job for a lot of people, but I don't think so. I'm just not worthy of heaven. I'm not going to make it. And I was having a good time going, I was having fun. I hope to make it. But I doubt I will, to be honest with you. A lot of you will. I'm not so sure. But I was having fun.
And then he keeps on talking about these men who want to kiss him, and he tries to avoid being kissed by all of these men. They're coming out, they're trying to grab him and kiss him violently, he says, and he's trying to avoid it. So here in Rome, Georgia, he was talking about these men trying to violently kiss him. Here, play this clip.
He said, President, if I didn't have all these cameras running, I would grab you and start kissing you violently. And I said, why is that? He said, because what you've done for us economically in this state, in this town, with the tariffs in particular. So I want to just introduce Andrew. Thank you very much.
And then when he was speaking on Friday about the tariffs being struck down by the United States Supreme Court, he also started saying these men, they kept on saying, sir, I need to kiss you. I need to kiss you so badly, sir. Here's what he said on Friday during that speech in the White House. Play this clip.
He said, sir, I want to kiss you so badly. And I said, no, thank you. But you know what?
Then he kept on talking about being a good little boy. And I want to be a good little boy, he said. Play it.
I understand how they're very easily swayed. I want to be a good boy. I have very effectively utilized tariffs over the past year.
So throughout the evening last night, I touched upon this during a video. He was having this psychotic meltdown. It's both physical and cognitive that we're observing. He believed that California Governor Gavin Newsom is currently running for president and that he dropped out of the race. Donald Trump posts, wow, Gavin Newsom just dropped out of the presidential race. DJT, he's having these delusions that there's a presidential race happening right now and that he's not going to be able to make it and that he's running against Newsom. He then posts this photo from Butler, Pennsylvania. The world has peace because he turned his head. And then look at his post. He thinks that Obama is still in office. He says, Tulsi Gabbard calls out every single member of Barack Obama's national security syndicate one by one. John Brennan, James Clapper, James Comey, and Susan Rice. Okay. And then he starts posting these videos of himself playing hockey against the Canadian hockey team, and he starts these AI videos are of him punching the Canadian hockey players in the face. I mean, this is a truly demented individual. He's also posting that we're sending hospital ships to Greenland when, let's be clear, the Pentagon is saying it's received no orders to deploy any U.S. naval vessels to Greenland. According to U.S. officials, despite Donald Trump's claim that a hospital ship is on its way to Greenland, and we know the hospital ships are they're in Alabama for repairs. They're not going anywhere. But just think about how demented this is. He goes, working with the fantastic governor of Louisiana, we're going to send a great hospital boat to Greenland to take care of the many people who are sick and not being taken care of out there. It's on the way. They don't want you out there. They don't need this. They have universal health care, unlike the United States where health care is being ripped away from people. They don't want your ships. They rightfully think it's a Trojan horse to invade. Also, a nuclear submarine surfaced off the coast of Greenland, and the people of Greenland saved the life of an American soldier on this nuclear submarine. And then Donald Trump posted that. Here in Denmark, they're sending messages like this. My country, Denmark, is going to send 2 mental hospital ships to the U.S. to treat the government. You're welcome. I mean, Trump needs mental ships, apparently. I mean, during that speech yesterday, his brain started to go from Mamdani shoveling snow to he's saying there's a woman who he got her eyes fixed, and he got the eyes fixed of a woman. By the way, what the hell do we think is going to happen in the State of the Union tonight? Here, play this clip.
Why would we do this? And they walk in, nobody even asked for, do you have an identification? Do you have an ID? It's so crazy. You know, the mayor of New York, and he's a very nice person. I met him, but his ideology is not too good. But we're having a massive snowstorm right now. And I heard that he's asked people to come out and help shovel the snow. Okay, so you get a shovel and you start shoveling, right? What the hell? You're not going to help too much, but you can help. And hello, darling, how are you? No, right behind you. Look, my friend, right? Are you okay? Yes, you. Are you okay? Are you okay? Good. Good. Are your eyes okay? I gave her money to get her eyes fixed. A lot of money to get her eyes fixed. That doctor ripped me off, but that's okay. And when do you go? Well, you get them done. It's an operation, but it's 100%. You know, it's great. Good. Are you going to have 20/20 vision? She's almost blind, cataracts. She's almost blind. And with one operation, that'll take a very short period of time. Hope you have a good doctor.
Then Donald Trump says that he's suffering, and he's suffering for the country. Here, play this clip.
But we wouldn't be here right now. I'm just thinking as we're going through, because we've suffered through it together. I suffer for the country. I mean...
And then he talks about how the election was rigged in 2020 and 2024. Every election is rigged. I mean, again, we're watching a demented human being before our lives. Let's play it.
If that election, if it wasn't rigged, it was a rigged election by millions and millions of votes. A guy that never left his basement. It was all run by crooked people. COVID was a little bit of a shield. We had a lot of things going on. But it was rigged by millions of votes. We did great in that election.
And by the way, in these clips, he literally looks like as Jojo from Jur said, he looks like the animatronic Donald Trump with the way he physically presents right now. And then going back to, this weekend where he was at where he hosted this governor's event, and he said, this is what he says, every time I see these governors and cabinet secretaries, they say, I should be president. Let's play it.
I told now I can say my movie star wife. Do you believe this? I have to live with now another title. Yeah. She said, well, tell me about the group tonight. I said, well, they're all governors, and we have a couple of cabinet secretaries, so we could probably include them. And every time they look in the mirror, every time they wake up or go to sleep, they look in that mirror and they say, I should be president, not him. So I said, despite that, it's a very friendly group. And it really is, too. Many, many friends and very competent people.
Then he talks about building ballrooms again. He wants to build these ballrooms. Let's play this clip.
So, and just in closing, I wanted to, you've read a lot. We're building a ballroom for 150 years. They've wanted a great ballroom at here, even a ballroom, not a great one. Just give me a room, because this is a very small room, can hold very small numbers of people. And they've wanted a great ballroom, and we're going to build the greatest ballroom anywhere in the world. There'll be nothing like it. And you're looking right here at the entrance. This is a knockout panel, exactly where the gold curtains are. And when that gets opened, there's a magnificent walkway that goes into what will be the most beautiful ballroom anywhere in the world. So,
okay, now back to Rome, Georgia for a moment. He talks about how he just starts screaming at the top of his lungs about tariffs. And he just starts like, tariffs, tariffs. I'll just let you watch it for yourself. Here, play this clip.
Tariffs. Tariffs. Can you believe it? It said tariffs. And I got to be before a court. Can you believe it? This is like men playing in women's sports, transgender for everybody. I have a new one to add, voter ID. The Democrats don't want to give us voter ID because they want to cheat.
Oh, and by the way, just Nancy Mace, what she also says, I mean, it's a little bit unrelated, but I think it's worth mentioning. So after she said pray for Donald Trump, because she sees how sick he looks, she was on Piers Morgan, and she said the following about the DOJ cover-up. Let's play it.
Do you think there will be arrests in America?
No, I don't. I have no confidence in our justice system. I think it's a system of injustice. I think the way that these victims and others get justice are seeing people, if they're not going to go to jail, be removed from boards, be publicly shamed out of civil society, lose their companies. You're starting to see some of that. The dominoes are falling, but they're not falling fast enough. And that's why I'm really intent on getting all the files out there. I don't believe there's any more investigation. There are not going to be any more indictments, because I believe Epstein was an intel asset, maybe of one or multiple nations. And that's why our country protected him and the information and videos and audio that he had on other world leaders. But until people go to jail, people want justice. And that's the only way we're going to get it right now.
And then lastly, you have Donald Trump saying that he reads very well and he's able to read the Supreme Court decision well, and he's a good reader. Let's play this clip.
I mean, I read the paragraphs. I read very well. Great comprehension. I read everything there is to read, and I said, we can't lose this case.
Folks, I don't know what the hell this State of the Union is going to hold tonight, but I'm just showing you the data points. I just showed you him saying he's not sure he's going to make it, then him continuing to talk about whether he's going to get to heaven or not, and then saying these men are violently trying to kiss him, believing Gavin Newsom is running for president right now and that he dropped out of the race, and then talking about great reading comprehension and that he'll be a good old boy and everybody wants him to be a good little boy. Okay, I mean, you diagnose that for me, okay? You diagnose that for me. I'm just giving you receipts. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million subscribers. We hit 6 million yesterday. Let's get to 7. This guy's so freaking demented. What the hell? Who are you even watching?
Love this video? Support independent media and unlock exclusive content, ad-free videos, and custom emojis by becoming a paid member of our YouTube channel today. You can also gift memberships to others. Let's keep growing together.